rest till I sleep with her again. She labors in the farms and fields and factories in the town. Through births and deaths, her tears and fevers swell. She has arms strong and embracing, and her heart is firm and kind. And I love her more than all of time can tell. There's a woman in these soft hills, and she's calling me to home. I can feel her in my bosom, and I want never to roam. There's a woman in these soft hills, and she's calling me to home. And I won't rest till I sleep with her again. She has old ones there and babies there and dancers on the lawn, and ones who sew and build and heal and plow. Each one holds a special place inside this soft terrain, and I know that I'll return to them somehow. There's a woman in these soft hills, and she's calling me to home. I can feel her in my bosom, and I want never to roam. There's a woman in these soft hills, and she's calling me to home. And I won't rest till I sleep with her again. Soft and rolling, with the trees all reaching wide. Her waters flowing through her deep and strong. When the sun shines down upon her, dancing purples, greens and gold, then I know that I will never stray for long. And the moon shines down upon her, and she shimmers in the night. Shadows wrap around her in the warm and balmy air. I long to roam her soft hills in the clear moonlight, and I yearn each night to touch her golden hair. There's a woman in these soft hills, and she's calling me to home. I can feel her in my bosom, and I want never to roam. There's a woman in these soft hills, and she's calling me to home. And I won't rest till I sleep with her again. No, I won't rest till I sleep with her again. attended a meeting the other night. Women filled all 90 chairs. They gathered to talk of their struggles in common and toss down a couple of beers. I studied their faces to learn what I could of their backgrounds and who they worked for. Though their eyes were like windows, I found the best tales in their shoes. On their feet, on the floor, there were narrow and fat ones, high heels and flat ones of leather, plastic and wood. Some women have many, some don't have any. Some would wear ours if they could. I work for myself, say the stylish high heels. The fry boots say I'm out to play. I'm fresh off the farm where it's muddy and warm, say the work boots with horse shit and hay. I'm a trendy free spirit in Birkenstock sandals. I meditate when I have the time. And what is she saying when her penny loafers are stuffed with Canadian dimes? There were narrow and fat ones, high heels and flat ones of leather, plastic and wood. Some women have many, some don't have any. Some would wear ours if they could. A tight little group at the back of the room talked about who runs how far. Their shoes bore the trademarks of Reebok and Nike with stripes and zigzags and stars. And one woman stood at the edge of that group and tried to keep up with their paces. But they looked at her feet and she met her defeat. She had rainbows and hearts on her laces. There were narrow and fat ones, high heels and flat ones of leather, plastic and wood. Some women have many, some don't have any, and some would wear ours if they could. Now my shoes I wear 'cause I can't wear them out, and I have 2 more pairs on my shelf. There's a child in the street with dust on her feet who had none until she was 12, and one can't afford them but will not buy them. She thinks wearing shoes is not wise. There are women with 10 pairs in all different colors, all the same style and same size. There were narrow and fat ones, high heels and flat ones of leather, plastic and wood. Some women have many, some don't have any. Some would wear ours if they could. Well, it's true that a shoe can cause more grief than a lover, a child, or a car. We buy them for looks and order from books. You can walk, but you can't walk too far without corns and arthritis and warts and a fungus, all covered by big famous brands. If we'd walk upside down with our palms to the ground, just think what they'd build for our hands. There'd be narrow and fat ones, high heels and flat ones of leather, plastic and wood. Some would have many, some wouldn't have any, and some would wear ours if they could. light when the day turns into night, and the children run the streets while the giant neighbor sleeps, and the country forces thrive on the shipments that arrive from the north in an unacknowledged war on an unfamiliar shore. Nicaragua, land of dreams. Nicaragua, and the war's not what it seems. In this country, people know that governments come and go, and what used to be their land must be parceled out again. It is their hope as they labor in the fields that the toil will bring the yields. To the women, children, men who carry hoes and guns, use them all to build up from the ground a nation based, founded on the rights of a people free to own their land, their work, their homes. In Nicaragua, land of dreams. Nicaragua, and the war's not what it seems, and the nation struggles on, building services and schools. The coffee harvest waits while the U.S. sends the tools to tear it down again, to tear it down again. Vietnam, El Salvador, Vietnam, El Salvador, Nicaragua, land of dreams. Nicaragua, and the war's not what it seems. The poets write the songs, and the people sing along, and the rhythms rise and shake, while the sleeping giant wakens to the beat of a tiny nation's heart, and it seems the place will start. And the U.S. people shout, keep the covert action out, and the people bring the change, keep the giants out of range of Nicaragua, land of dreams. Nicaragua, and the war's not what it seems. Nicaragua, 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 Nicaragua. short of heaven on the day we crossed the threshold, hand in hand, and everything we did and said was offered in the spirit of the vows we had exchanged. A little short of heaven got shorter and shorter with every passing year. And while the kids kept coming and the jobs kept us humming, we could both feel a nagging fear, and it was creeping like the vine that was crawling up the side of our own little house. A thorny old rose bush, lovely on the surface, but prickly when you reach deep inside. So we packed up our sorrows and all of our tomorrows, and we took them to the judge as a matter of course. 3 months later I received a piece of paper, said congratulations, you're divorced, and I'm a woman in change, a woman of changes. I land on my feet as my life rearranges. Though I'm not here to fight, I'll work with all my might, for nothing can stop me now. When I repeated till death do us part, I was referring to the death of the marriage. I should have been more specific, as it appears that we'll be together through the courts, in visitation, and through college tuition, in sickness and in health, in poverty and wealth, at least until the children are grown. And the job that I'm working pays $6 an hour, that's $12,000 a year. For a family of 4, I'm on a waiting list for daycare, and the state's got back the funding, and don't ask me about insurance at all. For a nickel and my pride, I'd give it all up in a minute, get my ADC check and my Medicaid insurance. But the minute that I do it, I know that you'll pursue it. Unfit mother's what you'll try to prove in court, and I'm a woman in change, a woman of changes. I land on my feet as my life rearranges. Though I'm not here to fight, I'll work with all my might, for nothing can stop me now. Sometimes I feel like a cat in a tree, out on a limb, and the only way that I can look is down in the dumps, out of money and the spirit, to ask you one more time for last month's payment that should have bought the children the clothes they should have had last year. And while you think you keep me honest, the bills, they are upon us, and I'm back in court to try and make it clear that it's the kids you owe the money to. It isn't just between you and me anymore. And I'm very tired of trying to prove to you and your lawyer and the state and the neighbors that they're your responsibility too. I've screamed and I've hollered, felt abandoned and collared, been conveniently dismissed as a hysterical shrew. Now I'll be no more wading through the systems, hesitating from the inside or the outside. I'll be seeing this through, 'cause I'm a woman in change, a woman of changes. I land on my feet as my life rearranges. Though I'm not here to fight, I'll work with all my might, for nothing can stop me now. For nothing can stop me now. We study well the paths we choose, and name one which pleases us. Although it's ours alone to walk, we meet along the way. Our paths are neither straight nor flat, but roll and twist from time to time, and here and there they intertwine. We'll walk together for a while. We will walk together for a while, and when the sun goes down and we rest our heads, we will sleep in the knowledge that our load has been lightened by the warm, soft arms of our love. And we are not aware at all, and we become aware by listening, as we see our hearts they open. As we open, so we shine. We listen well to those before us, offer strength to those behind. As we walk with those beside us, we can feel our spirits bind. We will walk together for a while, and when the sun goes down and we rest our heads, we will sleep in the knowledge that our load has been lightened by the warm, soft arms of our love. We will walk together for a while, and when the sun goes down and we rest our heads, we will sleep in the knowledge that our load has been lightened by the warm, soft arms of our love. By the warm, soft arms of our love. Emma Goldman struggled all of her life for women's freedom, independence, and rights. She saw the depth of women's sorrow and grief. She saw the need for those at work to catch a little relief. As women stuffed envelopes night and day, she knew each revolutionary needs to go out and play. She said, if I can dance, I don't wanna be in your revolution. Yeah, if I can dance, I don't wanna be in your revolution. Some of my sisters get a little bit sour that once was mine. Taken by the Dutch for a diamond mine, oh, South Africa. Living in a homeland where nothing grows. But the seeds of my anger and my people's woes, oh, South Africa. Men to the cities or to work the mines. Away from their families for months at a time, oh, South Africa. Women, children, elders on a desert reservation. Because the Afrikaners fear desegregation, oh, South Africa. Teach our children in separate schools. Teach them in languages they cannot use, oh, South Africa. Women move to cities and defy white rain. Men in the prisons tortured without shame, oh, South Africa. Oh, South Africa. But deep in the darkness of Africa's womb, 'neath rock, lake, coal, and jewel, flow the waters of justice where the heart beats strong and the freedom burns like fuel. Coal burn bright and diamond glow. Water come to change all that we know, South Africa. Apartheid walls shall fall like rain. Hear our voices rise in pain, oh, South Africa. Sound so thin, don't know its name. Enter where the fears dwell in my brain, oh, South Africa. Sound so bold, its echoes rise, and the black majority shall once more rise to all, South Africa. Oh, South Africa. Oh, South Africa. Oh, South Africa.